Have you ever felt that crushing weight of a deadline? Or that constant nagging anxiety about the future? That feeling that there's just never, ever enough time? Well, you're not alone. It's a feeling we all know. But what if the problem isn't your schedule at all? Here's a pretty radical idea to think about. What if most of that time stress you feel isn't actually real? What if it doesn't come from the clock on the wall, but from a kind of phantom timeline that your own mind creates?
So, where do we even begin to unpack that? Well, first things first, we have to understand a really crucial distinction. It turns out we're all living in two completely different timelines, pretty much all the time, and we don't even realize it.
Okay, so on one hand, you got chronological time. That's simple. It's the clock, it's your calendar, it's practical. You need it to catch a train, meet a friend, live your life. But then there's psychological time. And this one is a pure mental construct. It's the place where all our regrets about the past and all our anxieties about the future live. The spiritual teacher J. Krishnamurti absolutely nailed this difference. He pointed out that the time on our watch is just a tool. It's neutral. But the time our mind invents, this constant jumping back to the past and forward to the future, that's where all our problems really start. And this is the absolute key to everything. Our suffering doesn't come from the fact that it's 3 p.m. on a Tuesday. No, it comes from replaying a mistake from last Tuesday or stressing out about a meeting that's happening next Tuesday. We're living in a phantom past and an imaginary future. So that kind of begs a huge question, right? If it's really that simple, why can't we just stop? Why is it so incredibly difficult to just be here in the present moment? Well, the answer is buried deep in our own programming. I want you to think of your mind like an iceberg. That little bit you see above the water, that's your conscious, rational mind. But the real power, the massive driving force, is the giant part hidden beneath the surface. That's your subconscious, and it's filled with habits, conditioning, and ancient survival patterns. And that subconscious of ours, it's basically running on software that's millions of years old. And that software was designed for one thing and one thing only: to keep us alive in a really dangerous world. It was never designed for happiness or peace in our modern, crazy, information-overloaded lives. So here's the battle that's happening inside your head every single day. You've got your ancient brain. It's super fast, it's emotional. It sees a stressful email from your boss and reacts with the same fight or flight panic as if it just saw a saber-toothed tiger. And then it completely hijacks your modern, rational brain, which is way slower and just gets steamrolled by this primal alarm bell.
And let's be super clear, this is not some new idea. Humanity has been trying to put a name to this exact feeling for centuries. In Buddhism, they call them vasanas, or habit energies. The ancient Stoics called them the passions. Modern psychology calls it a limbic hijack. It's all just different words for the same fundamental human challenge.
Okay, so it sounds like we're basically hardwired for stress. Are we just stuck with it? Well, the really great news is no. We are not helpless victims of our ancient programming. We can actually retrain our own minds. And this is all possible thanks to something called neuroplasticity, which is really just a fancy way of saying that our brain has this incredible ability to rewire itself. With a simple, consistent practice, we can literally build new pathways in our brain that default to presence instead of panic. So what does this practice actually look like? It's a super simple micro practice you can do anytime, anywhere. Step 1, ground. Just feel your feet on the floor, take 3 deep breaths. Step 2, observe and label. Notice a thought, and without judging it, just give it a label, like worrying or planning. Third, anchor. Gently bring your attention back to your breath. And finally, integrate. From this calmer place, choose to act from presence, not from the worry. And this isn't just some feel-good spiritual exercise. Every single step is backed by science. Grounding literally calms down your brain's alarm system. Labeling your thoughts brings your rational mind back online. And anchoring actually strengthens your brain's ability to focus. It's ancient wisdom, totally validated by modern science. Now, if that 4-step practice feels like too much to remember in a stressful moment, just hold on to this one simple phrase: I am here now. Think of it like a mental reset button. It can cut through all the noise and pull you right back to the only moment that's actually real. Because at the end of the day, here's what it all boils down to. All of your power to act, to choose, to create, to feel peace, it all exists in one place, and one place only, right here, in the present moment. The past is just a memory. The future is just an idea. Your life is only ever happening right now. So I'll leave you with this one final thought to reflect on. Forget about trying to manage next week or even the rest of today. What would change in your life right this second if you realize the only thing you ever truly have to manage is this single present moment?